Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here, and welcome back to the Christmas to Glory series here on FIFA 20. Today is the day for a celebration! After digging and scratching and clawing and fighting, we finally have collected our last Icon Swaps tokens. It seemed like this took forever to do, but we have done it. We're finished with it. I don't know what I'm going to think about Icon Swaps 3. It's going to take like a prime root hole to get me out of my chair to want to complete some more of these challenges. But let's go ahead and do it. We're going to collect something, so let's see what we can do. Let's go into the SBCs for icon swaps, and then I'll show you guys my team. We're going to rock for Weekend League. We'll test out our new icon, see if he's any good, see if he's worth all this fighting and clawing that we had to do. Man, it took forever to do all this, it seems like, but we did it. So let's go over here. We're going to get, I was going back and forth a little bit on Essien and Vieira. I even gave a little bit of attention to Del Piero. If Ronaldinho's would have been his mid version or prime version, that probably would have been the guaranteed way to go, but just his base version. Come on, EA. Why are you giving us his base version? Seriously. So I was thinking about the Del Piero a little bit, but then I'd really got to narrow it down to Essien and Vieira. The only reason I was thinking Vieira is one, his body model in game, just where he's huge. It's just hard to get around him. Even if he was 42 rated, he'd be hard to get around just with how big and strong he is in the game. But, and also the French links. But I'm thinking I'm going to go with Michael Essien. This is the one I think that's going to suit me now. We're playing 4-4-2 at the moment, so I think he's going to give me a little bit more both ways. I'm going to play him more defensively, but I think he's going to give me what we need both ways. So let's put all these bad boys out there. Let's collect our Essien, and you better be worth it, Essien. You better be worth all of this trouble. So let's see. I guess the best way to do it, let's do special and rating low to high. So there's all these guys. I guess let me make sure this is 5. Make sure I didn't count wrong. That would be something to like submit 20 some of them, and then you don't really have all of them. So let's just make sure. So this is going to be 10 of them. So there's 10, and then it's going to be weird because the way this cycles back around. So there would be 20, and then 23, I believe, because there was 3 more. So yes, so we do have the 23 that we need. So I just wanted to make sure on that. This one we need to put in 11. It doesn't need any chemistry, thankfully. That would be something if you had to submit them like in a specific order. I still, for some reason, whatever reason, just I guess the completionist in me or the SBC creator in me, I still try to put them in the right position. But, you know, it doesn't matter. You can throw them out there in whatever position you want. So let's pop all these guys out there. Missed him. Okay, so there's one team of it. We're going to get 250 coins. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to get, I guess, is it going to be another 250? So we'll get 750 coins back, too. Enough to buy a rare gold player card. So can't complain about that. EA really taking care of us. That'd be really cool if I gave you like 10,000 coins for each one, too. Like if you went for those. Give you like a little some added motivation for taking some of these bigger players. But the special rating low to high. Koulibaly, Paterka. I should have done, that probably would have been fun too. We should have played like a match with nothing but our icon swaps players. See if we could have done anything with them. Probably not, but that could have been pretty cool. So there we go. There was 10 more. Does this one need 10 and the last one needs 3? Is that what it is? Let me just pop another one out there. Or was it at 11? This one needs 10. Okay. So this one needs 10 and then the last one needs 2. So right back. CDM. I wonder if you could make a perfectly linked team. I've seen several German players. I don't know if I've seen a keeper yet, though, so I don't know if you could make a perfect 100 chemistry team out of your icon swaps 2 players. He's out of right back position. That's going to bug me. Oh, I can't even put a keeper out there. So that one and right back. So there's our second part of it. 250 more coins in the bank. And one more part, we just need to put 2 more out there, and we will have Michael Essien into the team. I'm really excited for him. It's going to be one of our first, you know, epic players on our Christmas to Glory account. So it is pretty exciting. Rating low to high. And 2 more, and that should take care of business. So we've got a, let's see, so put him in the center back role. And there we go. So there it is. We are going to bring Essien into the team. How epic is that? So pretty excited. Essien is a really cool player. always enjoyed watching him. Just he could do everything well. I'm excited to bring him into the team. I am a little sad. I've played with Vieira and I've done a rant video about icon swaps recently. It's really sad we're not going to get the Prime Vieira, Prime Hollitz, Prime R9s that we've been used to playing with in previous years. But welcome to the team, Michael Essien. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Let's get him in. Let me show you the team we're going to play with, and then we'll go into a match. I'll give you my first impressions of Essien. Hey, I'm sure a lot of you out there are still kind of on the fence, whether you should go for Essien, whether you should go for Vieira, whether you should go for Ronaldinho, whether you should go for the Del Piero. I've played with Luis Hernandez. I've played with John Barnes. I didn't find pretty much any of them amazing. I played with Figo. I've played with Socrates. We packed Nakata actually the other day. That was pretty cool. I've played with Koeman. I played with Van der Sar, Riero, and Bobby Moore. So, I don't feel like anybody is that exciting. And that's part of the problem. We're just killing ourselves doing these challenges. And nobody's forcing us to do them. So, don't get me wrong on that. I think it's cool that it's here. But there's just no top-notch icons out there. You've got the ones that are maybe just a step below top-notch. But we're not getting the Prime Hollitz. We're not getting the Prime R9s. We're not getting Prime Cruyff. We're not getting Prime Pele. So there's so many out there that we're going to miss on this year just because of these icon swaps. So not a big fan of icon swaps at the moment. But let's go ahead. Let's get into a FUT Champs match. I haven't even started FUT Champs yet because I wanted to get my team ready. We've got some big changes to the squad, so I'm excited to reveal to you guys what we've got going on. And we've just got one missing piece we've got to pop out there, and that's the Essien. But take a look at this team, what we have. I just bought this Laurent Blanc center back. This card looks absolutely amazing. The biggest thing I like about him, or a couple things, he's 6'4", so he's got that big imposing presence. And I couldn't figure out, I think Virgil is another one, just that big imposing presence. This Laurent Blanc is one of the top center backs in the game. And the other reason I love him, look at his agility, 74 agility. So even though he's 6'4", he's going to have really strong agility. He's very expensive, but I decided to just go ahead and take the plunge for this weekend league. There's some Future Stars cards I'm interested in, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until they've been in packs for a few more days. Prices will come down a little bit. We'll make some decisions. I might love this Blanc so much I never want to give him up. We did have to give up headliners Nelson Semedo, replaced them with Team of the Week Carvajal. I've played with regular Carvajal before, the non-informed Carvajal. I enjoyed him. He's actually, compared to the non-informed Semedo, I think he's on par, even though he doesn't get the same love as Semedo does. His passing is much better than non-informed Semedo, but Semedo's quicker, more agile, and all of that stuff. But we're also going to have Luka Jovic into the starting team. We're going to have Ben Yedder into the starting team. He was there last week. We're going to keep Bahebeck. He was an absolute revelation for me. I put him into my weekend league team last week. I didn't think he would do much, but he was an absolute monster for us. Playing on the wing in a 4-4-2, got a tons of assists, chipped in some goals, but just always seemed to be in there. And I didn't think he was going to do much. I just had him out there basically to link Ziyech and to have everyone else on my team. He's from the Eredivisie, but he's French, so he helped link Ben Yedder and Aouar and all those. So I was, that's the main reason I had him, but he's an absolute monster. Really, really like him. So let's go ahead and put our Essien out here. This is going to be really cool. So let's just go newest. He's not a cam. We're going to have to do a position modifier for him. There he is. Look at that. Now we've got two icons into the team. I'm hoping that Laurent Blanc will be an absolute monster. And now I thought about, just to backtrack a little bit, I thought about buying an Mbappe. I thought about buying Neymar. But I made this decision. We restarted our team at Christmas, and that's why we have this whole Christmas to Glory thing. I was just a little fed up with FIFA, so if you're new, make sure to subscribe, follow me, see what all we do. So it's been kind of fun to start over. On my main team, I had Mbappe, I had Neymar, I had CR7, I had Messi. And so I decided on this team, I was close to buying one of those with those funds that I used for Laurent Blanc, but I decided I'm not going to buy any of those players. I want to have a team with never have Messi in the team, never have Mbappe in the team, never have Neymar in the team, and never have, I think CR7 is the one I left out. So I don't want any of those top four players in the team. Just kind of change it up a little bit, spend my money elsewhere, maybe try to make an epic back line with that Laurent Blanc. I can maybe even try Varane back here as well. I don't know. We'll just have to play around a little bit with some links. That Tomori Future Stars card looks absolutely like a monster. I don't know how I'd link all that up, but we'll get to that in a few days. This is going to be our team for this weekend league. We do need to change, and I believe I'm going to put an anchor on him. I couldn't decide between anchor or engine, but I'm going to put Essien in a more defensive role, so I'm going to put an anchor on him. If I feel like he needs a little more agility, a little bit more passing, then I may change it to an engine, but I'm going to start him off with an anchor. That just makes his defending stats through the roof. I think it makes him like a 94 rated center back with an anchor. He's like a 92 CDM and a 94 center back, something like that. So we will start him with an anchor. It's saying, is he not? Did I go the wrong way? What did I do? Oh my gosh, I took him from CDM to CM, and then I was jibber jabbering, and then I took him back to a CDM. So I'm gonna have to start this whole process over. So CDM to CM, and then we need CM to CAM. So I must, like I said, I was jibber jabbering, not really thinking. Now I don't even have a CDM to CDM to mess up with. So there we go. So now it's going to be on 10 chemistry. I think the entire team is on 10 chemistry. Let me just double check. So everyone's on 10 chemistry. Let's get them slotted in. Let's go to our custom tactics. Get everybody where they need to be. We're going to play Ben Yedder and Luka Jovic up top. We're going to play Ziyech and Bahebeck on the wings. I changed Ziyech from a sniper to a hunter because I feel like on the wings you need more pace. So we did change it to give him a little bit more pace. So I want Essien in my defensive mid role. We're going to have Jovic and Ben Yedder up top. Aouar as my box-to-box mid. Bahebeck on the right. Ziyech on the left. I like my right-footed players coming up the right because that allows them to kind of cross the ball in a little bit easier. And my left-footed players, similar to your fullbacks, you kind of want your right-footed fullback to be on the right and your left-footed fullback to be on the left. So that's why I'm doing that. And my instructions should all be set up. I'll do an instructions and tactics video shortly. But I'm just excited. I got to let me check kit numbers. Now, I think Laurent Blanc is using Essien's 5. That's what I always remember Essien wearing at Chelsea was a 5. But I looked him up, and he wore 15 and also 6. So I think I'm going to give Essien 6. So he's already got 6. So that's perfect. We're going to let Essien wear 6, Blanc wear 5. And I think everyone else is basically their number or close to their number. So let's get into a match. I'm excited. Let's see what Essien is going to do for us. So this is going to be really cool. And I'll give you my first impressions, let you know what I think he's going to do, if he's going to be worth it for you guys. I mean, I've played with Vieira tons in previous FIFAs. I've played against him several times. I think he would be strong. He's not super agile this year. Agility is pretty important, but just that full-on body model is absolutely amazing. So going up against a team, Mbappe, Fekir, Hazard, Benzema, Conte, that Ramos, that's a really nice Ramos card. I wouldn't mind playing with Ramos either. He's another one that has really good agility. I think I rate that Ramos higher than a lot of people. I rate Varane lower than what I think a lot of people do, and I rate Ramos higher than a lot of people do. But I don't see where Varane is worth that. I know he's got that top end speed, but I just don't think, I haven't really loved playing with Varane. So let's get it. Let's get going. So let's see what we can do. Let's get Essien on the ball. Just try a couple passes. What a pass, Essien. Unbelievable. Then, see, they're all imposed. Scared of Essien. Still in the ball right there. Carvajal making his player debut for us, too. He was that's going to be a little bit different. Semedo is so agile. It's going to be a little bit different. Carvajal is not going to be nearly as agile as Semedo is, especially that headliner Semedo. It was like 92 agility or something like that. So let's get it over here. See, and this is one of the big reasons I took Essien. I think Essien is going to be a little bit better on the ball. Playing that 4-4-2 just where there's CMs, it's a little bit more of an advanced role. So let's see if we can even get a shot off for Essien. His dribbling does leave a little bit to be desired. That was not the prettiest dribbling sprint there from Essien, but that's okay. Now, Laurent Blanc, for how big he is, he's pretty fast and agile, so I'm really looking forward to playing with him. Not getting anybody making a run for me. Got Ben Yedder. Get it back to Bahebeck. Over to Luka Jovic. 5-star weak foot. Go back. Luka Jovic. Oh, got blocked. I thought that was clear. I thought that was going to be goal number 1 early on. Another corner. I just play all my corners short. I don't think I've had any success at all hoofing them in the box, really. Essien, here we go, here we go. Essien buries it for us on his debut match. We were able to get it to Essien, and I've got to watch the replay. Sorry to my man, I didn't do that. I don't know if that's his trademark. I don't even know how to do half the celebrations that a lot of you guys know how to do. But Essien on his debut match, burying it, and that's what I'm saying. I felt like he was just going to give us enough or a little bit more attacking, and that's with Anchor. Engine wouldn't boost his shooting anyway. And again, I'm sorry to my man. I don't like people that watch replays, but that's too exciting to have Essien on his debut match in like the 13th minute, 12th or 13th minute. I don't know exactly when it was, but score on his debut match after getting him, after grinding for him for so long. That is just absolutely amazing. And Laurent Blanc feels really smooth. I really like him. Again, this is a debut match. These are like first impressions that talk to me on game 20. Like, Laurent Blanc, what the? But right there, Laurent Blanc just on the ball felt really smooth for how big and tall he is. And again, pretty smooth on the ball for Laurent Blanc. I mean, having a defender that can control the ball can make a big difference as far as your ability to get the ball out of the back and into that transition space. So we got Bahebeck making a run. Carvajal, pretty nice pass, a little bit long. Bahebeck, run it down. Carvajal, get back up here. Oh, come on, Bahebeck. That was a terrible pass. So we haven't had a lot else. Okay, so there's Essien on the ball. He feels pretty smooth as well. You can feel he's not super agile. I could definitely see why you would maybe want an engine on him just to boost that agility up a little bit. Agility is so important. You guys probably get sick of hearing me talk about agility, but it is just so important in this game. That's not where I wanted that pass to go. I wanted that to go back to Aouar. Essien, oh, that was nice. He got a foul. I don't even agree with that foul, but Essien, that defensive awareness, so that's where the anchor can pay off. I feel like defensive awareness is very important. Essien was just right on that without me even controlling him. I switched to him to go for the tackle, but he was right there on it. So that's two really nice plays from Essien. One being able to bury the ball, and that one right there just being right there to take the ball away, to be in a position to win the ball right back. Got Tagliafico getting a little frisky. I'm not getting much in the final third, though. I've been working on future stars, like kind of looking at them and building my team, figuring out how to get Laurent Blanc. I haven't played a game for, at least 24 hours now, so not that that's that long of a time for most people. But, when you get in that groove of playing, it kind of takes you a little bit to kind of get back in, but I haven't done a whole lot in the final third yet. But again, I'm really loving Laurent Blanc. Like, for a 6'4" center back, he is nice on the ball. And I love that imposing presence of those big center backs, those big hulking center backs. Van Dijk is so hard to get around this year just because he's so big. And we get to Ben Yedder. Can he do anything? I'm getting muscled off the ball, so I'm going to be switching to Holland, I guess, because my Ben Yedder is getting muscled off the ball too bad. So let's see what Jovic can do. Jovic's got some strength, but feel like just not working the ball well. I don't know if the game is slightly off or if it's just me. It's hard to say. So now, oh, nice. Come on, Tagliafico. All right, there we go. We got Ter Stegen back. Getting back to Ter Stegen was a huge deal. For me, he's by far the best keeper in the game. You just cannot go away from Ter Stegen. I was playing Lower East, even his UCL Live version last week, and it's just nowhere comparable to what even the gold Ter Stegen is. Essien, that's another one. Just winning that ball back, being in the right position, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's the game that's slightly off because it feels like the ball is like leaving my feet a little bit and they're turning a little slow. So maybe it's more that the game is a little bit. It's not in a terrible delay by any means, but it just feels like when I'm trying to do that tight dribbling that I'm not able to do that. Don't give it up, Laurent Blanc, baby. Beautiful. We want to keep our defensive record. Now that we've got Essien and Blanc, I don't want to give up any goals. I need to figure out who the other center back I could pair. I would love to upgrade from Lenglet, but I just don't know who else I could go for. Now Lenglet is a very nice defender, but at some point you do need to upgrade from him. I don't know what. There's a couple nice future star center backs. I don't know if anyone that would be that I can fit into my team. And I may have to move on from Ziyech at some point, even though I love Ziyech. Ben Yedder, there we go. Finally get a goal to roll in. So 2-0 lead in the 45th minute. Very nice. Got that goal before the half, so that worked out nicely. I've loved Ben Yedder, or let me just say that. I like Ben Yedder a lot, but I don't love him as much as I thought I would, is the way I would classify him. I thought he would be a little bit more epic for me. He's been really good, but not the holy gosh, no one can stop him. So that I don't want to say disappointed, just guess the expectations in my head. Oh my gosh, couldn't quite get that one. Shouldn't go back. I knew I shouldn't have went back. I was just trying to get it to Essien again. But I knew that would probably blow the whistle, what I was hoping. So 2-0 lead at the half. Essien flew in a goal. Let me see how many tackles he has. So Essien, as far as tackles go, 1 out of 2. Probably the one they're counting that he didn't win was the one he got the foul on. But he's been about everywhere for us. Passes, 11 out of 11, 11 out of 12 dribbles. So he's been very involved in the ball. And again, that's in the 4-4-2. Your CMs are very, very important. So you need people that can control the ball. Like Hullet would be absolutely amazing in this. But we're probably never going to get Hullet this year just with the way icon swaps are. But so if you're looking at playing a 4-4-2, you need your CMs to be able to do a little bit of everything because they are very much caught upon to do a lot. And you could see, I don't know if you could see that, a lot of times I feel like there's a lot of delay, and then when I watch the tape back, it doesn't look like it, but at the start of the second half, there was a bit of a delay there. Now, I am a little bit worried having to play Ziyech wide. I've played him at cam the whole time. So now he's going to be playing in a more wide role. He's been one of my absolute favorite players this year. He's an absolute monster. But with that Luka Jovic and Ben Yedder, I feel like both of them need to be in that striker role in the box. They're both 5-star weak foot. So I'm hoping that Ziyech will work out fine in that wide role, that I can be able to get the ball to him enough because the ball on his feet, he just is absolutely amazing. He scored so many goals for me just dribbling around with his agility. That wasn't even really where I wanted to throw the ball, but that's fine. Okay, we got a foul somehow. See if we can get Bahebeck to do anything. Got Ben Yedder making a little bit of a run. Get Aouar involved. Can we get Luka Jovic to do anything? Jovic's running a little slow for me. Had a decent chance with Aouar there, but not a great one. Laurent Blanc coming up. Forcing some stuff. Carvajal picked the ball up. There we go. Yeah, the game's definitely just that little bit of like slight delay where your players just turn a little bit. We kind of need like some. Was he outside? We need like a scorecard. Like 1 is like the perfect game. 2 is like, the mild delay, kind of like what we have right now, where your players are just a little turn a little slow, and up to like that 5 where you're just having that speed up lag, and it's frustrating, the different connections that you can get. So you have to be kind of prepared for about anything in FIFA 20, or I guess any FIFA for the last several years. You never quite know what you're going to get. Then we got Ziyech on the ball. That was good defending for my man there. I'll give him credit for that. Ben Yedder, can we hit Ziyech? Back to Jovic. Nice. That was pretty. So that's where I think Ziyech may pay off for us. And again, apologies to my man for watching the replay. I just want to talk a second. But where Ziyech, I think, can be absolutely epic on the wing, he's going to make some amazing passes in. Our man may be rage quitting here. I'm not for sure. So let me just let him be able to rage quit if that's what he wants to do. But so good game to my man there. But I think Ziyech on the wing is going to be able to make some amazing passes into the box, and that was a really nice one. I hope that I waited long enough that we could watch a replay of that. That was a really nice pass into the box. Let's see. But no, we didn't get that one saved. I'll have to go back and rewatch that one. But Ziyech was on the wing, basically. And a lot of times when you have those tough passes across the box, when you have guys that can't pass that well, it usually goes right to the keeper from my experience. But that one was just perfect. Right at Jovic's feet. It wasn't even aimed for Jovic because it looked like the arrow lit up for the player behind him. I wasn't sure if it was Bahebeck or Ben Yedder. But the main man here is our Essien. Let's watch this goal again. We get it passed around. He gets into a space. I mean, that's not even like clear cut the best chance in the world. That was really nice from Essien. I'm really happy. If he can bury a goal like that for us, every fourth or fifth game, that's going to make a huge difference. Because you see there, I mean, he's inside the box, but just barely inside the box. I shouldn't have did that. It takes me forever to get back to where I wanted. This one. Okay, so we were aiming, pretty good aiming, to the right of the goal, and he puts a good bit of power on it, blasts it right through. Who was his? Did he have Ter Stegen? I don't remember if he had Ter Stegen or Neuer. Yeah, he has Ter Stegen, and he was able to bury it right by him. So that was a really nice shot. And I also liked he had some really nice defensive stops. Let's just check out what else he was involved in. So he had one shot on target. His pass is completed. He only had one pass he did not complete. He was not quite as involved. You see where Aouar had 20 total passes. Essien had 13, so he was involved, but where he's in a stay back role, he's not going to be quite as involved, but that's still a lot of involvement for your CDM. Dribbles completed, 13 out of 14, so very involved. 1 out of 2 tackles won. Now, the other one, if you're looking at Laurent Blanc, won 2 out of 3 tackles. I really, really liked him. I might have to do something about him. I've read a lot of good things. Looking at his stats, he looked absolutely amazing. I played with him in previous FIFAs, and I've liked him but haven't loved him. But, every iteration of FIFA is a little bit different, and I think his stats this year could just be mind-blowing, could make him one of the best center backs in the game. So I'm looking forward to playing with him. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I just wanted to show you the Essien. We collected them, give you my first impressions, play review. I'm so happy he was able to bury a goal for us, show that off. Let's go, before we wrap it up, I would like to go and look at his shooting stats again. I think he's 75 shooting, I want to say. So I kind of want to know, was that something I can maybe expect, or was that a fluke? So let's just go back in here real quick. Let's see. So for Essien shooting stats, yeah, 76 shooting, but let me just see the detail. So his finishing is only 68. Now his long shots are 86, which is actually pretty nice. But he was inside the box when he shot that, and EA did come out and say that finishing basically impacts shots inside the box. So that probably would have taken on his finishing stat, but his long shots are nice. Shot power is really nice. So I mean that, like I said, if he could bury a few goals for us, that would just add so much to us, add a lot to the game. But anyways, guys, this is going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a big thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me everywhere. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.